Hey, everybody, and welcome to Technically Correct. I'm your host, Nicole. We're Geeks Who Drink, and here's how this whole thing works. In the first round, our director, AJ, will give us some questions from the Geeks Who Drink archives. We panelists will have 2 minutes to debate and choose an answer for the group. At the end of 2 minutes, we'll decide on a final answer, and AJ will let us know if we're right. It sort of goes on like that. If you're watching this live, we are watching you in the chat. Not in a creepy way, though. Please chime in if you have anything witty or interesting to say about the question, but don't shout out the answers. We can hear you because we're creepy. Before we get started, let's meet our panel from Chicago. It's youth correspondent Naaim. Naaim, is it a bones or no bones day?
Today was it started off a little no bonesy, but then got a little bonesy. So
all right, we're looking for improvement.
yeah.
Back again is Geeks Who Drink managing editor Eric.
Good to be here. It was either this or a bottle of cheap vermouth. So I'm glad I did the decision I did.
Eric, the producer tells us that tonight's questions were written before you joined the company. So you have no advantage and you have to use your regular brain like everyone else.
Great. And that means they'll be bad too. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, shade. And finally, we got all the cards and letters from his mom, and he is back. It's Pio. Pio, let your mom know that we paid your ransom.
Mother, I am safe. Everything is fine. I am eating, and my hair is dry before I go outside.
Don't you dare blink twice. All right, AJ, before Pio's mom gets suspicious, can you hit us with a question?
Absolutely. Your first question of the evening. At a 1957 trade fair, a Greek representative of Nescafe accidentally invented what drink to which Starbucks added a chino?
I mean,
wait, I thought George Clooney invented Nescafe.
What?
George Clooney and Danny DeVito, they were in the Nespresso. It's fine.
Oh.
I mean, the answer is not cappuccino because
this wasn't even movies. This was a television commercial.
And I still don't know.
You're saying it was cappuccino.
You're still too pop culture-y for her.
I guess so.
Yeah, Pio, were you about to share what you know about cappuccino?
Well,
I know that fact too.
There's no way that cappuccinos were invented in 1957 by a Greek accident somewhere in the United States. So
no, they were invented by monks in Italy.
Were they now?
Who had like the word capuchin was like referring to the color of their robes, I think, or their hoods. So that is where it comes from.
And that the Capuchin monks, and it's also why there are the Capuchin monkeys, because their coloring is exactly the same as well
as the
monks. Monkeys, coffee.
Do not give a cappuccino. Fool me once.
I'm just curious why this question has to call out that it was a Greek. It's like those Greeks always causing trouble, accidents.
I think I know the answer. I don't know if there's anything particularly Greek about the word itself, not that I can think of anyway.
So if I'm picking up what you're putting down, Eric, are you thinking about frappe?
I'm thinking about a frap. Yeah, absolutely.
So it does seem like something that could be invented accidentally, right? Like, steamed milk. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know the first thing about coffee.
Well, the frappuccino would be crushed ice, right? Although in chat, I think from AJ, could it have been the puppuccino? Just giving whipped cream to a dog. That's an adorable accident for a Greek to perform, but I don't know. I assume it's probably frappuccino.
Naaim, are you with us on this?
I don't drink coffee.
It's not coffee. It's a frappuccino. AJ,
I don't go to Starbucks.
It is frap.
Uchino.
Whatever. Frappuccinos are just coffee milkshakes.
Yeah, they're not even. A lot
drink.
of them aren't even coffee. I think they're just like
strawberry
or vanilla.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But Eric is right. It's like the gateway drug to coffee. It's like, oh, you don't drink coffee? Have you tried
Heroin?
Yeah.
I went straight past coffee, skipped right past that from frap to heroin, and I gotta say I'm doing pretty well with it.
It's a little like, have you tried the milkshake they sell at the coffee shop?
Yeah, exactly.
So
And
our
it's like-
producer says iced, this is the etymology of frappuccino, I guess. Iced drink, 1922, American English, from the French noun use of frappe, meaning made cold by application of ice. It is the past participle of frapper, to chill, literally to beat from Old French frapper,
Yeah.
to hit, strike. Earlier
I've
in
seen,
English as an adjective for iced, 1848.
You see it on a blender sometimes, a frappe setting. Same root. Makes sense.
Oh.
That's the same as on non-fancy blenders, crush ice.
Exactly.
Thank you, Greeks.
Greek accident. All right. Well, we're crushing it like that ice. AJ, what's our next question?
Our next question. True story. One plant species has a bunch of different cultivars, including broccoli, collard greens, Brussels sprouts, and what hipstery four-letter purported superfood?
And it's not avocado toast. That's too many letters, right?
Also, if it were avocado toast, they would have blamed us and said that's why we can't buy houses. So
Yeah, that's why.
If it were really hipstery, we wouldn't have heard of it. So it can't be that. It must be completely fake. Yeah, so that's the I think it's called the brassica family.
Yeah.
That all those vegetables belong to.
Pretty much the currency of Terry Pratchett's City of Ankh-Morpork, the brassica industry, with money printed on broccoli paper. Even
Wait, I thought the currency was stamps.
Yeah, it is, and they're printed on broccoli paper.
Are they? Okay.
They are. Great reference.
The only book I've read is Going Postal. So this
is the first time, Naaim. This is the first time you've impressed me. It's a winter holiday miracle.
Yeah, there we go. My ex was super into the Discworld series, so
no more questions. This is Discworld chat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll just see myself out.
Not again.
Now, four-letter superfoods. I have two in my head, and that would be kale and acai, right?
So someone in the chat said acai,
Mhm.
but
And
that's a berry.
That is, I think,
Yeah.
yeah. But high five to Wuzimom in the chat for finding the correct accent to go under the C. Well done.
They went and they looked for it. Probably what I would have done is Googled acai, like without the accent, and then I would have copied it from Wikipedia
Sure.
and pasted it.
No,
I believe on a Mac you can hit Option C and it'll just do it for you.
Still, I mean, no matter what the solution, they took the time to do it, and that's impressive.
More dedication than I've come to expect from consumers of Geeks Who Drink.
Oh, they say it is Op C. All right.
Yep,
Thanks.
cool. I was right.
That's encouraging laziness. I don't approve of that.
As a Windows PC user, we don't have that option.
Yeah,
Nor-
no,
and we like it that way.
It's very easy to do an accent mark on top of an E on the Mac. It's Option E and then E again, whereas on the PC it's Alt 130.
Ooh, I learned those in my Spanish class in like 8th grade.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the rest. I just remember 130 for E.
So kale.
Yeah, let's get kale. Why not?
It is kale.
I hate those fucking sweatshirts.
Go
Like
on.
Kale? Are they made of kale? What's?
It's like the font of Yale, but
Oh,
it says kale. I hate
Okay.
that shirt.
Well, I hate
Because
it
you
too
went
now,
to
but I'm
Yale,
aware
and
of
it's
them.
offensive.
I didn't go to Yale. I teach at Penn, but like still offensive.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those, but it seems like the area in which you are might have more people who who are willing to have Yale parody shirts.
Oh, the District of Columbia? Yeah, they do.
Soon to be the Douglas Commonwealth.
Someday soon. All right, AJ, what is our next question?
Shining or otherwise, no seas are visible from the top of the famous alliterative mountain that inspired America the Beautiful. Which one's that?
All that accent chat had me thinking about the letter C.
Me too. Yeah.
And
I don't know if any
C,
letter
E.
C's are visible, but
I was like what's the letter C shining? There's SCH. Is there like a reference there I'm missing? And then we're talking about oceans.
From the top of this mountain, I cannot acai any sea.
Wait.
Sorry. That's horrible.
Hail as
Horrible.
far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
That was so bad. Pio's mom might even be turning it off.
Absolutely not.
Not
There
gonna
is
happen.
nothing I could do. Oh, so America the Beautiful, is this one of those ones that has a bunch of racist stanzas in it, or is this one okay? I forget.
Say, is that God Bless America that you're thinking of? It has launched into an anti-immigration, something about the Irish, probably. I imagine if it were more it was written.
Oh,
Uh,
alliterative. What does
okay.
alliterative mean?
Ooh. All right. So letters that are the same in multiple words. But
Well, we do know there are purple mountains, Majesty.
The purple
Yes.
mountains are.
Those are the ones mentioned, yeah. I think the actual name of the mountain itself would have to be alliterative.
Right.
I'm not sure what you could see from this mountain. I know it was discovered by a man named Zebulon, though, and that's worth noting all by itself.
well, okay. This song is old as fuck. So like, is it a mountain in the 13 original colonies?
I don't think it's that
I think it's
old,
that
America
old.
the Beautiful. America the Beautiful.
I feel like America the Beautiful is from the 20th century.
Damn.
Yeah, that's.
They really made us
stuck
think
in-
this stuff's been around forever.
That's stuck in my head as well.
Well, it had to be when we had Western, from sea to shining
From
sea.
sea,
you had to have the
yeah, both
Pacific,
seas.
so
That makes sense.
California was 1848 or something like that. So, yeah, I think it's Pikes Peak,
Yeah, I think
from
so
which
too.
certainly in a landlocked state.
That
It's in
makes sense.
Colorado, right?
So
All
all I could
right.
think of was Mount McKinley, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
You mean Denali?
Denali. I do.
We're keeping our Alaska viewer. Yeah, all right. Is Eric right? Is it Pikes Peak?
It is Pikes Peak.
Yay. Our producer says, God Bless America was not racist, but Kate Smith, its most famous singer, apparently was an early cancel culture victim, as her racist singing past came to light and tainted her association with the song.
She was tremendously popular in her day, Kate Smith. She was the Adele of her era.
She could have had it all.
She could have. I don't know who the modern equivalent is of a singer whose racism ruined
Iggy
their career,
Azalea?
but I'm sure there are dozens to choose from if I look a little harder.
I think in a odd grammatical thing, Pikes Peak. Our answer had an apostrophe, but I don't think it actually has an apostrophe. It's just
No.
Pikes.
And it's named for a guy named Pike.
I know, but and yet it doesn't have that apostrophe. So this whole contest is forfeit now, I guess. Back to Discworld talk. Okay, so
Keep threatening to leave every time you bring up Discworld. One of
So
these
in
times we're
guards,
gonna do it. AJ, get us out of here.
Our next question, and one that is absolutely in your wheelhouse, Nicole. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 is dedicated to what actor who died a week before filming was complete?
oh, it's about a movie. So this is definitely Nicole's wheelhouse.
yeah, I was like, you said, is this in your wheelhouse, Nicole? And Nicole got excited, and I was like, Nicole, you know that means it's not in your
Yeah,
wheelhouse.
you know that's a lie.
you gotta,
Whenever
by this
that's
point,
a-
you gotta know that means it's a
Look.
movie question.
I possibly saw this movie.
Not even sure. Oh, you only saw the third Hunger Games movie?
This is the only one.
Which one is this? And the
This
numbers.
is the third of four.
This is okay.
This is book 3, part 1.
Is the black girl dead?
I haven't seen any of them.
The black girl dies in the first one.
Oh,
I mean,
Okay.
to be clear, I haven't seen it all. I do not know how many women of color
is she-
die
is
in the
she
whole
Rue?
movie, but
Rue,
talking
yeah.
about-
The only reason
Rue.
I know that is because there was a meme. If you remember, like the surprise motherfucker, like there was a guy who just kept doing more like some fries motherfucker, Rue dies motherfucker.
That's a good one.
spoiler alert, folks.
That's
Careful.
one of my favorite memes ever.
Really good, really good. Missed
I
that.
think of people who were aged who appeared in the Hunger Games films.
He wasn't that aged. I think he was in his like 40s or like early 50s when he died. It was like a heart
Okay.
attack or something.
I'm glad to know somebody knows this. 'Cause I sure don't. 'Cause I didn't
I
think
thought it
Donald
was a heroin overdose.
It might have been an overdose.
I think.
Well, it might have been a heart attack caused by a heroin overdose. I feel like that's
little column A, little column B.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Don't do
yeah.
drugs.
Donald Sutherland wasn't he in those films?
Isn't he alive?
I believe he's still
I think
alive.
he's still hanging on. My girlfriend has a massive crush on Donald Sutherland.
Ooh.
Sutherland?
So you
Yeah.
can't wait till he dies.
Yeah,
That's-
counting down the days.
All right.
Lenny Kravitz was in
Son of
these
a bitch.
films.
Sure.
Yes, that's
yeah.
true.
Also still with us, I
He
believe.
could get it, and he
Elizabeth
is like
Banks.
he's older than my parents, but Lenny Kravitz, y'all.
I
Elizabeth
think
Banks.
he also died in the
that's
movies,
awesome.
but I'm not sure.
What's it? Did they kill all the black people in those movies?
hey. Noticing a pattern.
It's
Yeah.
a post-racial society, so no, it's not.
Naaim, who died?
Better tell us who it
Philip
is.
Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Late great Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was also in Moneyball, which I own on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was in The Big Lebowski.
I
as
also
well.
own that on Blu-ray.
Oh, renaming Philip Seymour Hoffman films? I love this game. The
Uh,
Master.
Came Polly. A Geeks Who Drink favorite. Along Came Polly. He was in.
Classic.
it
Oh,
was Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was 46 when he died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's young.
Yeah, he
I,
like he was also like such a really like he was a great actor. It's very very sad. Oh, Mission Impossible 3 I also own on Blu-ray. He's also in.
Weird name drop. His mother was a family court judge in Rochester, New York, and my uncle knew her very well.
Oh,
So I'm just if you want some Philip Seymour
Oh.
Hoffman memorabilia, I can't get you any, but just
You
letting
might,
you know that.
you might know the right house to rob, is what
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
saying.
I could direct you. Rob a judge's house and see what
Yeah, I
happens.
feel like
That's a good
robbing a
idea.
judge's house might be a very bold move.
I believe his mother's also passed away at this point, so it's even worse. Even more of a crime.
Pio wants us to know that his mom knows this answer too. So
Yeah,
shout out to Pio's mom for being correct.
she got it right.
Yay.
We love you, Pio's mom, wherever you are.
Our number one super
New Jersey.
Fan,
Oh,
our first,
never mind.
our
Wow.
first Patreon.
Wow.
Sorry to our other New Jersey fan. AJ, which is one fan. AJ, one more question in this round, right?
Yes, this is our last question of the technically
do it.
correct round. What Red October VIP vowed to make public toilets out of gold on the streets of the world's largest cities?
That is
Vowed or threatened?
What?
that is a weird question. That is a weird question.
What Red October VIP?
Like
I
the
mean-
hunt for Red October?
What else other Red October is there? Now, Red November is a fantastic board game about gnomes trying to save a sinking submarine. But Red October VIPs,
Public toilets made of gold. What is even the point?
I
Why
told
would
you the
want
questions were
that?
bad before I got before I was in the company. Red October V. Maybe this is like a secret coded message, like the sparrows fly at midnight or something.
did we just activate a sleeper cell somewhere?
somewhere Sebastian Stan is like
Sebastian Stan is like must kill the Pope.
Okay, so if it's Hunt for Red October, it's either the book or the movie, right? So the book was written by Tom Clancy. He seems like the sort of maniac who would make that vow.
well, the movie starred Sean Connery, right? Who was
Yeah.
also, the kind of maniac who would make that
who
vow.
But
would
also
make that
Alec
vow.
Baldwin, who
Also
was
Alec
also
Baldwin.
a maniac.
So
Yeah.
many to choose
A
from.
lot of maniacs there.
Who's sane in that film that we can safely eliminate?
I forget. Sam Neill's not in that, is he?
No,
There's someone else. There's
Well-
like a human. I was about to say human. I meant to say American.
Oh,
That was weird. That was weird.
is there a company called Red October? Not that I'm aware of.
Is it like a Russia thing?
Wait, James Earl Jones was also in it.
not him.
He's not crazy.
Red? No, he seems perfectly. He's got his feet on the ground. Red October? Is it like yeah? No, if Lenin made this announcement, I'm suddenly on board with it, and I think it's a great idea. Automatically. Wow. Well, I think we're all at a loss here, unless somebody's hiding their knowledge
Red
of this.
October VIP mean? Because that kind of makes it feel like it's not Tom Clancy. To me,
VIP. Red October VIP.
Was
I don't
Red
know.
October like? Was there a real? Like, was there? Are we all totally off base and talking about this movie when like
Most likely.
there's some like Russian Revolution thing?
It
on
might
Red
be-
October?
certainly
it-
Lenin.
It might be Lenin or
It might be
Trotsky.
Lenin.
I think we gotta go with Lenin just for
I'd
the
go with
fun of it.
Lenin.
I still think it's Sean Connery. He seems like the
You're
nuttiest.
overruled.
I don't feel like Connery's a bad guess, but I feel like Lenin might be better. But I
AJ, is it Lenin?
No, it was Sean. Yeah, it's Vladimir Lenin.
Oh.
Yes. We puzzled that one out. I'm so proud of us for this one.
It was
Guys,
John Lennon.
it really was John Lennon. Yeah,
I've never worked that hard on this show.
we really like kind of tripped into that answer.
Eric, thank you for writing questions.
That
are
honestly
improved.
reminded me of when I started playing Geeks Who Drink long before I ever was involved in the company.
Yeah. Ooh, thanks for your efforts to improve the questions.
I tried.
Like it's like they make
Well-
sense now.
It's time for our first ad break. So we'll see you back here in a few. Welcome back to I've fallen off the rails.
Take that again.
Welcome back to Technically Correct, and specifically to our second round, Technically Incorrect. First, though, remember that you can check out Geeks Who Drink pub quizzes in bars across America almost every night and get a quick hit of trivia on YouTube every weekday at lunchtime. Make sure you subscribe to this channel before you go so you don't miss a thing. We also have a whole quiz on Twitch every Monday, and you can even book us to do a private quiz virtually or in person. For details on that stuff, bookmark geekswhodrink.com and follow us on the socials. Now it's time for Technically Incorrect. In this round, the panel will still have 2 minutes to answer each question, but no more teamwork. Everyone's in it for themselves. We'll be actively trying to psych each other out, and you should be too. Put your most plausible wrong answers in the chat, and we'll throw them into the mix. At the end of the timer, we'll write down our answers and show them to see who's right, which means we will. You don't have to write things down if you're at home. You just get to enjoy your being correct in peace. AJ, start us off.
Our first question for Technically Incorrect. You can easily go deaf if you stand too close to St. Peter's Glock, a 26-ton bell in the ginormous cathedral of what musky city?
I thought AJ said St. Peter's Glock. Like it's like
Me
got
too.
it.
I also thought that's what he said. It's like, wow.
oh, he did say it. St. Peter's Glock.
Glock.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
You got to keep those pearly gates safe. You know what? You got to stand your ground in front of the pearly gates. Can't let any sinners get through. Flaming sword is so 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He says flaming 9mm now.
Yes.
It's like it's Baz Luhrmann's St. Peter.
Thought about him in
I
a
would watch
minute.
that. David Lynch's 10 Commandments.
That actually sounds incredible. Can we have that movie right now?
Oh.
So
But you'd
yeah,
only
there
get
are a
like
lot-
3 and then have to wait 20 years for the rest of them.
Worth
I'm
it.
in. I'm absolutely still in.
There are a lot of famously stank cities. Edinburgh, I think, is known as Old Reekie because it has this kind of perpetual stink smokestack haze settling over it.
I don't agree with that. I mean, maybe historically, but not recently.
Not anymore.
Although I've only been there in the winter, so maybe like maybe it gets stinky in the summertime. But
Butte, Montana is very close to this open pit that has just a bunch of like wastewater in it, like dozens of feet of
You're
wastewater.
Also,
You're telling me
the
that-
polite pronunciation is really butt.
Yeah,
you're telling me a
aptly
town
enough,
called
as
Butt
it
smells like
turns out.
feet.
yeah, but musky isn't necessarily bad. I've been described as smelling musky.
Unless
as a
it's Elon
compliment,
Musk.
I think.
Then it's awful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Time Person of the Year Elon Musk is I think from Johannesburg because he had the musky city.
Yeah. No.
All too eager to get rid of him, and
Yeah.
we're the worst
Yeah.
for it.
Does he control the cities? Does he control the city at this point? I'm not sure.
Soon enough. Yeah.
Soon enough.
Um, That's all the really smelly cities I can think of.
I like Eric listing the smelliest cities.
That's all I got. That's all I got for you. Pittsburgh used to be very smoky, but now it's very nice. You should all come visit.
All right. Well,
No.
All right.
we're not go. That's where we draw the line. We're not going to Pittsburgh.
You insulted New Jersey. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm
to
the first one to take that shot. Yeah, I'm really breaking new ground there.
Show your answers.
Cologne, Moscow, Cologne, Köln. That is a point each for Nicole, Eric, and Pio with
Cologne.
Köln or Cologne.
Fun, if you want to say it in German. I used my linguist skills
Well done.
because I knew it was German, and then I was like, pick some German cities. Ah, the perfume,
Yeah.
cologne.
We almost always refer to it as musky. It's a Geeks Who Drink tradition, and a proud one at that.
That and mayonnaise golem.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise Gollum and Musky
Yeah.
Cologne.
For those of you watching at home, the only thing you need to know to play Geeks Who Drink, if we say musky, we mean cologne. If we say mayonnaise golem, we mean regular white man. And if
Yeah.
we say Uptown Funk, the answer is Mark Ronson.
Yeah.
Also, a regular white man probably 80% of the time is Mitt Romney.
Kevin Costner, right? He's a
That was
mayonnaise
Kevin Costner,
Gollum.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the
That's
original
what it's
mayonnaise
20%.
golem. Absolutely.
We gave you some hot tips, so take those to the bank.
Speaking of mayonnaise, Nicole hates mayonnaise.
Dude, don't threaten me with it.
I will say it's happened a lot less recently, but I used to tell people if you see Ben Stiller and you don't recognize the movie, it's Along Came Polly. Like it happened a lot.
Oh, hot tip.
Also, Philip Seymour Hoffman. as mentioned earlier.
All right. What's our next question, AJ?
Since 1977, two sisters named Tish and Snooki have produced what rhyming hair dye brand that's popular with those damn punk kids?
I thought there
Wow.
was only one Snooki, and she's
The
younger
New
than
Jer-
this.
The New Jersey Snooki.
Her name is Nicole. I don't claim her.
Polizzi, Nicole Polizzi, right?
Nicole Polizzi.
Since she's watching, I should let everyone know that one time when I was in high school, so I was older, when I was 16 or 17, I mentioned the possibility of dyeing my hair to my mother, and she said that she would shave my head. It's not like I wanted to dye it like a weird color. It was just like a passing fancy or thought. And she was like, I would shave your head. What? This
It was premeditated.
Yeah, this is So this is the threat laid out there about this. So as a result, I've blocked all questions about hair dye out of my head. So
In the chat, Abra says depression session.
Nothing rhymes with angst, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Angst pork? That's a whole different thing.
I
Pretty good.
I didn't mean to.
That's pretty good.
My favorite
No
recent
mas.
I like it.
my favorite recent TikTok is a guy with blonde hair who is recording himself in a car, who says, "I just went to CVS and bought like some vodka and hair dye," and the cashier was like, "Oh, baby, is you okay?"
That's a breakup right there. That seems like a breakup.
Looks like a breakup to me.
I'll tell you what, the saddest moment I ever saw when I was working at the movie theater was Valentine's Day. This kid comes up, he goes, "Excuse me, can I get a refund for this ticket?" And we're like, "Oh no." He's like, "I just wanted to get it for a later showtime." Okay, thank goodness. Great. 2 hours later, shows up right before that showtime, flowers in hand, and gets a refund for the ticket. It was heartbreaking.
Good story.
I talked to my former coworker about it like a couple weeks ago. And this happened like 4 years ago, and he also still remembered.
So if
Hope
you're
that
watching
kid's
tonight,
okay.
so if
Yeah.
that person's watching tonight, please call us. We'll hook you up with some free questions.
It gets better, probably. What's your answer?
Well, I got nothing.
Manic Panic, Hair Scare, Manic Panic, and Good Die Young. That's
It doesn't. That's Haley Williams' hair dye brand. That's the only reason that I said it.
that's a
Haley
point
Mills
for
has a
Nicole and
hair dye
Pio with
Haley
Manic
Williams
Panic.
from Paramore.
Those damn punk kids
Not
When
Haley
I
Mills from Parent
was-
Trap.
walking on my lawn.
This is the first question that Eric has ever missed, apparently.
I don't think it is. I missed one about the whiskey sour a
This is
little
our
way back.
producer. When I was 14, I made bad hair choices, and one of them was that I had these blonde highlights, and I bought like 7 colors of Manic Panic, and I dyed each of the highlights a different color, so I had like rainbow highlights.
That
which
sounds
I
like
thought
a great
was-
decision.
It was cool for a minute until all my hair broke off.
Sure.
Because you're not supposed to. Hair like mine is not supposed to do that, I guess. I tried. Yeah. It was a brave look, but that's what I know about Manic Panic. AJ, what is our next question?
Our next question. Between Boys in the Hood and Poetic Justice, who directed Michael Jackson in the Remember the Time video?
Do you remember? That's
Michael Jackson, whatever
that's the
happened to that
question.
I saw a meme today. It was a Facebook page that was like Michael Jackson's health, daily reporting on Michael Jackson's health. And somebody Facebook messaged, "How's he doing?" And they responded, "He's dead. Check back tomorrow. Maybe different."
You never know. Necromancy is
had a
getting
lot
more
of
and more
power.
popular these days.
A lot of power.
So all you have to do, here's the thing, if you know who directed either of those movies, you'd know this answer. You don't have to know anything about Michael Jackson, like whether he's alive or dead, in fact.
Yeah.
I remember the day Michael Jackson died. I heard about it on. I was
You're in kindergarten.
a summer intern. I was 16. I was a summer intern at my mom's health center where she worked, and people were like murmuring about it. It was 2009, so like the internet was around, but and you know, like it was, but it wasn't like the internet that it is today. Like it wasn't like Twitter that you have now. Like Twitter still existed, but
It wasn't
like, not
destroying democracy quite yet.
Yeah, exactly. So
Just
people were
people's
just like
personal lives.
murmuring about it, and they was like, "Is it Michael Jackson died?" I'm like, "I don't think Michael Jackson. I feel like there's no way Michael Jackson died." And then I heard it on NPR on my way home, and I was like, "Oh shit, Michael Jackson died."
Yeah. I was at a summer program at Purdue University, so we're in the middle of nowhere, and everybody there was black or
Well,
Latino.
you're in Indiana.
And, we felt strongly about that. Everyone that was there, all of the people of color that existed in West Lafayette, Indiana that summer.
So you and your friends.
Wasn't Michael Jackson
Me and
born
my
in
friends.
Indiana?
He was
What?
from Gary originally.
Yeah,
I
he was
think.
born from Gay
Yeah,
Barney
he
Gary.
was
Yeah.
from he left.
Well, sure.
Who wouldn't?
The only person who I know that's very famous for directing video is Spike Jonze, and I feel like he also directed movies.
Michelle Gondry
He
also
did.
directed movies and music videos.
I believe Spike Jonze did all the Austin Powers films.
Oh,
And
yeah.
probably
Well-
some other stuff too. I think Praise You, the Fatboy Slim's Praise You video, maybe.
I feel
That
like
was a famous one.
I feel like Quincy Jones probably did something similar to this as well.
Maybe he did
Directing.
Weapon of Choice also.
Spike
I
Jones
think
did Weapon of Choice,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Answers.
But none of those the answer.
Wow, everybody gets a point this round. It is John Singleton.
Not to
You know
be
what-
confused with former Astros first baseman of the same name. John Singleton also directed Too Fast, Too Furious.
With all those recollections of the day Michael Jackson died, I feel like we're halfway to a American Pie style song about how it made us all feel. A new anthem for a new generation.
Nobody's gonna pat me on the back for knowing a pretty hard movie question, huh?
I'm proud of you, Nicole.
I am proud
Great
of
job.
you. Yeah,
You know
I am.
why?
He said patronizingly.
Thank you. It's not a movie question, it's African American history.
Oh.
Oh,
Good point.
John Singleton passed away last year, 2 years ago? Recently, right? It was recent.
yeah.
Yeah.
1 or
I
2
saw
years.
him. He gave I saw a screening of Boys in the Hood in Inglewood in near Los Angeles, and he was there like giving commentary. It was very cool. So I'm glad I got to see him before he died.
What, was he responsible for Candyman in some way, or am I racist? I'm not sure. Did he
I mean,
direct
Why
that
not
too?
both?
Yeah, why not both? I
He
mean,
might be racist.
He looks a little like Tony Todd.
maybe that's the problem.
Oh, boy.
Maybe that's what's
I mean,
happening
they look a little similar. Like, I don't feel like that's
there. Yeah.
really all that wrong.
I need to break out to check on his disguise filmography. Anyway,
Oh, he played Candyman in the horror film from 1992, says our producer.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Looks like you weren't racist after
yes.
Is that why
Finally.
it's Tony Todd in the new one? Because he looks so much like John Singleton? Or is Google... I feel like Google might be wrong because Tony Todd looks enough like John Singleton that somebody is like, huh.
Google wrong. What?
I believe Tony Todd played Tony Todd played Candyman in the Candyman films, but it vindicates me for saying John Singleton and Tony Todd look similar because even Google thought it.
Oh, looks like I'm racist.
We'll
again.
never untangle this web. We might as well move on.
I think so, AJ, before it gets too bad.
The documentary Grey Gardens follows a mother and daughter, both named Edie, who were related to which First Lady?
The First Lady of America.
It's not
I
Imelda
assume
Marcos. Brilliantly parodied in
Evita.
documentary now. Great Gardens.
I assume it wasn't Melania Trump or Jill Biden. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start.
Whoa. Dr. Jill Biden.
I'm sorry, you're correct.
How
I'm
dare
going to
you.
start at the. I'm just going to list them all. Going back, we'll see which one makes sense. All right, Dr. Jill Biden, Dr. Melania Trump, who am I? Why can't I?
Michelle
That fell apart really quickly.
I was, yeah, Dr. Laura
Michelle
Bush.
Obama, Laura Bush.
For some reason, I got stuck on Laura Bush. Like,
yeah.
this is gonna be funny, Dr. Laura Bush. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm forgetting someone.
Well, you know what they say about Nancy Reagan.
I know what they
The
say about
throat
Nancy
goat?
Reagan
I
now.
only just found out.
Throat goat Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
It took me once. I took a moment to recover. I wasn't surprised.
Let's go ahead and take the timer away because I'm going to do a tight 10 on Nancy Reagan now.
It sounds like Ronald Reagan was busting more than unions. Back in his day.
Oh.
Look,
I
no, I want to say this because we don't traffic in misogyny here. I respect her more.
More credit, sure.
I got
me
no
too.
problem with Nancy Reagan giving out blowies on the MGM lot. There's nothing wrong with that.
I used to think, she was just an evil vulture who had done irreparable damage to America, but now
I saw
she
a
made
tweet
somebody
that
happy.
said, I saw a tweet that said, if I
Somebody's happy.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that said, if I found out my wife sucked off Mr. T, then I would also have introduced crack into his community. And I was like, oh my God.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
Mr. T, really? I hadn't heard that one yet.
Because there was a picture floating around of when he was Santa Claus at the White House and she's sitting on his lap. So like people were making that joke.
Okay.
This answer
Unconfirmed,
can't
unfortunately.
possibly be as interesting as that, but go for it.
Roosevelt Jackie O. I can't read yours, Pio. Is it just blank?
Onassis.
Onassis and Jackie Kennedy.
My pen
That's
is
a
dying,
point
apparently.
for. That's a point for everybody but Nicole with Jacqueline Kennedy.
I should have just gone with her. She gets all the attention.
Now
By
back
the
to
way,
Dr. Nancy Reagan.
played wonderfully by Natalie Portman in the film Jackie. Check it out. Good flick.
Sincerely?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I liked it a
Maybe I
lot.
will. I like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, and she was really good. I think it's the same director who did the recent Kristen Stewart Princess Diana movie. I haven't seen that yet, but I assume it's worth checking out. I'll watch it.
Wait, Kristen Stewart is playing Princess Di?
Princess Diana.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's weird.
They did any movies
Was
that people
that
weren't
after the
massively
accident?
overrated?
She's a vampire.
Jesus.
No. Twilight wasn't a documentary.
Yeah, it was about Princess Di.
Princess Can't Die sounds more.
Oh.
We can't improve upon that. AJ, I think we only have one more question.
This is our last question of the round. According to our catchy aughts theme song, what cartoon spy is your basic average girl here to save the world?
I know every lyric to this song.
All right,
This is
let's
for
hear
our
it.
youth correspondent.
We got 2 minutes to kill, so by all means.
Well, I think it's only a minute wrong. I'm a basic, I'm a basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me because I'm answer here.
Dr. Nancy Reagan.
Dr. Nancy. Oh man, I forgot the next verse, but then it goes, doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when. I will be there for you till the very end. Danger or trouble, I'm there on the double. You know that you always can call Dr. Nancy Reagan. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. When you want to page me, it's okay. Whenever you need me, baby, call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Beat me? What?
Beat me, call me,
Must
beat
be,
me.
right?
It was the early aughts, so there was she had a pager still.
Okay.
Let's see, if it was Nancy Reagan, it would have been telegraph me or send me a telegram.
Carrier pigeon.
I was like,
Pony Express, if you can reach them.
We're learning all about the kinks of Dr. Nancy Reagan on tonight's show. That's amazing.
I did see the film Harriet the Spy featuring Michelle Trachtenberg. I think that's her name.
Yeah, and Rosie O'Donnell. I remember that movie.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters. Might be before your time, Naaim.
First movie made by Nickelodeon, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
And,
I think it was exactly for people my age.
Yeah, our age, I guess, because I was there. I was right there with you. I remember seeing that movie.
Yeah.
But Nicole, was what Naaim just sang, was that the theme song of Harriet the Spy?
Harriet the Spy.
It was a long time ago.
You can't stop me because I'm Harriet the Spy.
Yeah. Dr. Nancy Reagan.
Dr. Nancy Reagan.
I feel like we're trying to get a lot of syllables in here.
I feel like they don't get enough syllables into that part of the song.
All right. Answers.
Pio's having trouble.
Yeah, Pio's having a lot of
can't
trouble. I
see it,
can't
Pio.
read that at
There,
all.
man.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Kim
yeah,
Possible.
There we
Yeah.
go. Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. That's points all around. One more time with Kim.
She had
Possible.
her brothers were twins named Jim and Tim Possible, and her dad was also named Jim Possible. His name was James Timothy Possible, and her brothers were Jim and Tim. Same. And then her best friend was Ron Stoppable.
Yeah, what a
Played by
stunning
Will Friedle.
coincidence that are from Ron Stoppable. A similar
Pio.
a similar pun of your best
Yeah.
friend.
What you know about Kim Possible?
What do I know?
Like what's your experience with Kim Possible?
None. I just that when girl spy early aughts good theme song, it all came together.
Oh, somebody did say it in the chat.
They
No,
said Kim
somebody in the
Impossible.
chat said Kim Impossible trying to trick us.
Oh.
There was also the Naked Mole rap, which I remember quite a bit of.
What?
The Naked Mole rap. So Ron Stoppable had a Naked Mole rat. I forget what the Naked Mole rat's name was, but then there was a Naked Mole rap, which goes, "Yo, listen up, here's a holla from Ron. Naked Mole rap is the name of the song."
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
nah.
You ever
Well-
wonder what kind of important shit you don't have in your
Yeah,
head? Time.
constantly. I'm wondering
Do you
what.
know anything about like particle physics or?
Yeah. No, I was a math major for like 2 or 3 years. I don't remember any of that, but Rufus. Yes, thank
There
you
you go.
to our producer,
Rufus.
Rufus.
I
the
played a
Naked Mole rat.
quiz in real life in Washington, D.C. last night, and I think was the only person in the bar that knew the words to Jordan Sparks' song Tattoo. And I do wonder what else could be in my brain instead of that.
I remember a lot of song lyrics, and I think it's because my brother made me memorize song lyrics when I was like 10.
Like
And
under
then I
threat of
just started
violence.
doing
No time to go into that, but it sounds fascinating.
It's not under the threat of violence.
If you don't recite "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, I will cut you again.
It was because he needed somebody to do the other parts of the Linkin Park songs. So there were the rap parts and there were the singing parts, and he needed me to do the rap parts while he did the singing parts.
So it was because of child labor. Cool.
Yeah.
Where's the UN when you need them?
Well, that's all our questions. Fortunately, next week, Eric will be back to writing questions, I believe, so that they will be better than these ones. Although I don't know, Naaim really dug that Kim Possible thing, and we got to talk about Nancy Reagan, so maybe it was a success.
Dr. Nancy Reagan.
Doctor,
Doctor.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah.
we got something for you to vote on. The winner of the show. AJ's going to pop up a poll, and you can choose the panelists who you thought did the best by whatever metric you'd like to use for that.
Remember, a vote for me is a vote for my mother.
She has a doctorate in trickle down economics.
Oh,
Oof. But somebody actually got the most questions right in the technically incorrect round. AJ, who is that person who is the most technically correct?
The most technically correct tonight was Jon Pio with a clean sweep of the technically incorrect round.
Nice job.
Classic Pio.
Well played, sir.
classic Pio. I'm gonna reward myself with a nice cup of mayonnaise.
Why you gotta do me like that?
Have you eaten through your whole apple yet today, though?
To psych you out.
I did eat an apple today and I threw away the core.
Oh,
Waste.
Fight you.
Wasteful. Waste not, want not, Nicole.
you're a monster. Don't forget.
Well,
Come
if
on.
you don't eat the middle of the apple because you're also a normal person who lives in a society of abundance, you could vote for me. Or choose a winner, however you like. Either way, we're going to find out who's right after a little tiny break. See you back here in a few. Well, sorry you guys missed the great Apple Core debates of 2021, which will certainly continue into 2022. But audience,
People are wasting so many apples.
It's just like if you ate the whole apple, there'll be 20% more apple for people who need apples.
there's no scarcity.
Don't listen to this heresy.
There's scarcity in the world.
You're gonna send you want me to send my Apple Cores to like I don't know,
There's-
developing countries?
Or I'm sure there's homeless people in DC you could give apples to.
Just eat
Did
the
they
apple.
want them?
I'll make sure to send you a big bowl of orange
They're
rinds
perfectly
for
good
Christmas
apples.
this year.
I'm not
Was
saying
it
eat-
Seinfeld that did the store that was just muffin tops, and then they couldn't give away the muffin bottoms? Nobody
Yeah.
wanted
Top of the
them.
muffin to you.
Yeah.
Of
Top
course.
of the muffin. Yeah, exactly.
Well, audience, this has been fun. But the fun doesn't stop when we reveal our winner. You can see what we're up to at geekswhodrink.com and follow us on the socials, the books, the tweets, the grams, and the tubes. Like us, subscribe us, you're already here. Without further ado, AJ, who's the winner of our popularity contest?
Our winner tonight, with 44% of the vote, is Eric Kiehl.
Excellent. With my winnings, I pledge to install solid gold public toilets in every major city in the world. Revolution.
Just like Sean Connery.
Just
That's right. Just as Sean
I was
Connery,
gonna say, you're
carry
gonna
out his
engrave
vision.
them. You're gonna engrave them all Connery.
I'll carry out his vision
Yeah.
for this glorious world. Also, I consider myself the winner of the Apple Core debate now, by proxy.
I
Someone
got your back.
mentions in chat. Thomas Horn says, "Have you factored in that eating the seeds poisons you slowly with arsenic, so you can't be killed with arsenic?" Now, Pio does not eat the seeds, but I do, so you cannot poison me with arsenic. I've been building up a tolerance for many years, much like
Iodine powder.
You know, I know
That's really
Thomas
how it
Horn,
works.
and Thomas Horn eats the Apple Core himself. Never believe anything he says. He
And
starts
it's,
trying to confuse you.
It's cyanide, not arsenic, right? I thought that
It-
was what
it
I
is
think it is
cyanide, yes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching and enjoying our poison control debate. And make sure you come back next week for our special end of year episode. Guest host Derek will wrangle Geeks Who Drink CEO Christopher, editor-in-chief Retka, and theme quiz editor Leah in an editor battle royale written by Eric. Join us to find out which editor will emerge technically correct.
Technically correct, together forever, yeah. Technically correct, surviving the weather, yeah. Technically correct, birds of a feather, and I got a new obsession. Technically correct with you.
Technically Correct was filmed in front of a live internet audience.